It's time to play America's trashiest game show, the Neighborhood Recycling Challenge. And here's your host, Barb Baker.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. And welcome to the Neighborhood Recycling Challenge. I am your slightly reconditioned host, Barb Baker, and I am so glad to be here today. We are joined by Kathy and Lynn, who are our Battle Creek, Michigan neighbors. So I want to hear a little bit about you guys, but I want to start with Kathy. So Kathy, tell me a little bit about yourself, please.
I'm a retiree living in Battle Creek. I love recycling, and I also love community gardening.
Excellent. I like that. Well, thank you very much. We're so glad you are here. And moving on to Lynn.
I actually used to work for the city in Parks and Recreation, and I have a beautiful wife and some 6 grandkids, and I've got one of them here.
Excellent. All right. Well, we have one more person we want to introduce, who is our resident recycling expert.
Hi, thanks. I'm Patty Hoke-Meluish. I'm the Environmental and Storm Service Manager for the City of Battle Creek. I've been in this position about 3.5 years, and recycling falls under our umbrella of services in the Environmental Department. And I think it's going to be a tough competition between these two.
Okay, so let's get into it. Each of our contestants start with 90 points, and then Patty is going to rummage through all of their recycling here, and things that cannot be recycled will become an infraction. If there's a major infraction, there will be minus 10 points. If there is a minor infraction, it'll be minus 5 points. The neighbor with the highest points wins the round. As an added bonus, our good friend Frank, come on in, Frank, from Michigan's Recycling Raccoon Squad is here to cheer both of you on. All right. Thank you, Frank. All right, are we ready to get started?
Round 1.
All right, let's get started with Lynn's bin. Ready, Lynn?
Ready, let's go.
We're just going to pick out 5 random items and see how he's doing. Okay. All right, good, Lynn. Cardboard, corrugated cardboard, crushed just right.
Okay.
We've got a number 1 plastic, great, clean, dry. Paper bag, good, as long as there's nothing in
really
it.
Good.
Wait, got a receipt.
Oh no.
Sometimes it's small pieces of paper, and if you get a piece of paper that's smaller than, say, like a credit card, that can get caught in the sorting machinery. Let's give him a 5 for that. The bag is okay though. Yes, water jug with the cap on. Great, Lynn.
And does it need to be clean on the inside?
It does need to be clean and dry.
Okay.
Oh, we got a problem. This is polystyrene number 6, also called styrofoam. We all make mistakes. We do have recycling collections in the city for this material, but you can't put it in your curbside bin, so no styrofoam.
So we got to hold on to that until we have the events where the city collects it?
Yes.
Okay.
Minus 10 points, yes, that's a biggie. So we're down to 75 now for Lynn.
Come on over here, Patty.
All
So
right.
Let's see what Kathy has going.
That was
Let's
some
get the
good
gardener. All right.
Let's see what you got.
I'm excited for you.
Okay, we've got a number 1 plastic, clean, dry. That works. A milk jug here. Let's see. Clean, dry.
Looks good.
But
It's missing something.
no cap.
Uh-oh.
The cap is loose, so we're gonna have to ding her 5 points for that because we want this either thrown away or on the container.
I hear you.
Yep. Oh, good. We've got the newspapers, our local newspapers. You've read them, and now we're recycling them. That's great. What else do we have? We've got a water bottle,
Looks good.
cap on, dry.
So no water in it, or
Right.
that's a problem.
Water is considered contamination too because of our process here, we have a single stream, which means everything goes loose in the cart, but it also means all the materials are mixed together. So if we get water on the paper or cardboard, it's held at a holding facility for a time before it goes to the sorting facility, and the paper gets wet, moldy, get some pests in there. So water is contamination as well.
That makes sense.
So, Kathy. This is
Kathy.
a biggie.
I swear, my neighbor snuck it in last night. I swear.
Blame the neighbor.
Yeah.
So this is a problem on a couple fronts because first of all, we want all the recycling loose in the cart because at the sorting facility, the truck dumps in a lot of mechanical sorting goes on. So metal gets picked up with a magnet, paper gets floated off to it. So even though what I see in there is recyclable material, when it goes to the sorting facility, they don't know what's in the bag. So even if it was in a paper bag, which is recyclable when nothing's in it, they don't know what's in it. So
And the whole thing just goes out.
They'll pull it out.
So it's like
becomes
wasted
trash.
to die? Okay.
Yep. The other thing is plastic bags themselves are not accepted in our curbside program. They're considered a tangler, so they'll get caught in the sorting machinery too. So anything that's kind of you can poke your finger through, these are a big problem. So keep them out, Kathy, when you need.
Yes, ma'am.
So, all right, we're going to have to ding her 10 points.
Okay.
All right, but otherwise, I don't see, that looks pretty good, Kathy. Well done.
Thank you.
Excellent. So let's see what we have here. Now at the end of our round, we have a tie. So here's what's great. In round 2 is where we break this tie. There's going to be some more recycling involved, some running involved, some sweating involved. So there's going to be a lot more stuff going on, and they'll have the chance to increase their scores in a head-to-head recycling battle. Right after word from our sponsors.
Stick around for round 2 of the Neighborhood Recycling Challenge.
Should people bag the recyclables they put in their curbside bin?
Absolutely not. It's dangerous for recycling workers to reach into bags. There could be sharp stuff in there.
So keep your recyclables loose.
As a goose.
Did someone say my name?
And we're back.
Welcome back to round 2 of the Neighborhood Recycling Challenge. How you doing there, Frank? All right. Kathy and Lynn have items placed on their table. Some are trash, some are recycling. In this round, they are going to run to the bins over here. They have a recycling bin and a trash bin. They're going to put the items in the correct bin. Whoever is the fastest and the most accurate add points back to their score.
Round 2.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Frank, are you ready at the clock? 1, 2, 3, go! All right, I see us putting some stuff in there. I don't even know what that first thing was. Was that a helium? I don't know. You guys are doing a good job. Is anybody sweating? I mean, I am. And I'm just standing here watching everybody do this. Okay, we're looking inside. Nice job, Kathy. Looking inside to make sure there's no pizza or grease or pepperoni in there. Usain Bolt this. Nice job there, Lynn. But I heard you were a runner, so that's why you're going so fast. Okay, and time! All right, hands up. Go back to your tables. All right, Patty, let's see what's in the bins.
All right, well, let's check out Lynn's bin first. We have some cardboard box board here, and those are recyclable. They're flattened, and we've got some an envelope, and even with the window in there, that's okay to go. Don't have to remove that. You can if you want, but you don't have to. And then we've got a bean can here. All good. That's a great recyclable product.
Even with the wrapper on the outside.
Yes.
That's
Again, you can remove it, but you don't have to.
Okay.
So, but here's where Lynn got hung up a little bit. We've got bubble wrap, and that's a no-no in our curbside program. So all of this is good with the exception of the bubble wrap.
Not bad, Lynn. Nice job.
Yes, good job. And then we're going to Kathy's here. We've got a cardboard box. Corrugated cardboard is recyclable, but we would have liked to have seen this broken down, cut and flattened. And then we have a water bottle here, water jug. It's good, it's clean, it's pretty dry, got the cap on, but the one thing here is it's got this handle. We'd like to see that removed because that can become a tangler in the sorting process.
Okay.
We've got a kitty litter container. That's a good plastic to recycle. It's empty, clean, dry, and it's got the lid on, so just the way we want to see it. And then this one was a tricky one. Pizza boxes, we generally would tell the public that they're not recyclable, but that's just because we aren't sure that people will take the time to look and see if they're clean. And Kathy did. If you are a good recycler and want to take the time with the pizza boxes, make sure that the part you're putting in is clean. If the top's got cheese or grease, just rip it off and put the bottom in, or vice versa. But we would have liked to have seen this broken down too. But otherwise, that's pretty good.
All right, very nice, you two. Nice job. So with a score of 20-5, Lynn, you are our Neighborhood Recycling Challenge champion!
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Very nice job. Both of you did an awesome job, and thank you so much for being here. Well, that wraps it up for this episode. A special thanks to all of our friends and the city of Battle Creek, who keeps our recycling efforts going. And a big thank you to the Recycling Raccoon Squad, who work nonstop to ensure all Michiganders learn the rules of recycling. Until next time, I'm Barb Baker, here to tell all of you at home to learn the rules of recycling so that you know it before you throw it. So long, everyone!
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to tune in next time for the Neighborhood Recycling Challenge.